Well, the Blue Jays, they lost 3-1 to the Baltimore Orioles and technically get swept both games. I mean, even though it was a nasty 2-game series with a day in between, you still got swept and you're 0-2 to start the season. Now, as a player myself, and as a fan, even watching, when runs are tough to come by, and your team is struggling to score, as they have been in the first couple games, but I know it's the first few games, but we've seen a few games where they've struggled to get much offense. Yesterday they only had 2 runs. Today they only had the 1 run. They've struggled. But when you get that 1 run in the top of the 3rd inning, and in the bottom of the 3rd you give up 2, and then in the bottom of the 4th you give up another 1, and especially when your offense is nowhere to be found, I mean, it's so tough to come back and win that game. They had opportunities to, again, but they couldn't get that one big hit to cash them in, especially in that 9th inning where they had the bases loaded, and they couldn't do it. A double play to end the game. Just kicks me in the butt, but it's 2 games in. That's the way I got to think of things. And it's funny. The guy that produced the most offensively, Justin Smoke. He was 2 for 3 with the run scored. Justin Smoke. And another thing that I'm not nervous, but it's something that I've been looking at, and I'm like, okay, I don't want to see that much more, is the Jays had 11 strikeouts in this game. If I'm not mistaken, I'm going to go back and look, but I think they had 9 Excuse me. Camera, you better focus on me, because I will fight you. I will find you. Thank you. Yeah, see? You threaten, it works. You threaten the camera, it'll work for you. All right, so back to normal here. I mean, the Jays, they had thank you. They had 8 strikeouts in the previous game, which isn't over the top bad, but they had 11 today. And that's not even the thing I'm worried about. Your top 5 in the order had 10 of the 11 strikeouts. Travis had 2, Donaldson had 3, Bautista had 2, Morales had 1, and Tulowitzki had 2. Now, we know Justin Smoke's going to get a strikeout. And he always, 2 for 3 or not, that one that he didn't get a hit, he strikes out. It's Justin Smoke, guys. That's what we expect. But the strikeout numbers we remember last year were a big problem. I think they set a team high in strikeouts, and it was a joke. And they had 11 tonight. What the heck happened there? They had 11 tonight, and their top 5 in the order had 10. It's 2 games in. Just got to realize that and just think about it, all right? So it sucks, yes, that the Jays are 0-2. But we're trying to learn what this team's all about. It's still so early to tell if they're going to be a good team, if they're not going to be a good team. I still believe that this team can be a very good team if they get some clutch hitting. Now, we talked about it last year. If you guys were around for the Jays season last year, you'll remember me talking about how 2-out hits were tough to come by last season. Even if you watched the Jays and didn't watch the channel, you would realize that 2-out hits were really tough to come by for the Blue Jays. It was tough. It's been tough to come by in the first 2 games. Adam Jones did it in the 3rd inning with a 2-run home run. If I'm not mistaken, it was with 2 out. And I don't know if they crack under pressure or if it's just they just don't get hits or if they hit it right to people. I don't know what happens with them. But it's just with 2 outs or a possibility to end an inning, it's just, even when you have the possibility of grounding into a double play to end the inning, it seems to happen, and it's just like, ah! But it's 2 games in. The reason I'm a little frustrated is because after Baltimore today, we go down to St. Petersburg to take on the Tampa Bay Rays at Tropicana Field. Why do we have to go to that miserable place? But you got to do it. They're in your division. It's going to happen more than just this one time. But again, it's a divisional opponent. You've just lost 2 to Baltimore. You've got to find a way to beat Tampa. Marcus Stroman getting his first start of the season tomorrow night, 7:10 first pitch. Blake Snell on the mound for the Tampa Bay Rays. Again, this team needs to get some clutch hitting. That's what I'm going to look at tomorrow. Do they get a lot of strikeouts? And what are they getting 2-out hits? 2-out runs? That's what I want to look at. The strikeout numbers, there's something that's a little iffy because you can't get runs if you don't put the ball in play. That's plain and simple. Let's see if there's a difference tomorrow night in Tampa. Maybe tonight was just a weird one and it just sucked and they had our number. Fine. Let's see what they got against Tampa. Marcus Stroman, if I'm not mistaken, he pitches pretty darn well against Tampa down there. Hopefully he has another gem down there tomorrow night. Because I think in the first game of the season last year, Marcus pitched a really good game as well. So hopefully his first game of the season this year can be a good one. And the Blue Jays can get a win under their belt. Because that's what they need. They need some little momentum, a little push to get them going in the season, right? So they need something going. So you know what, guys? That is going to do it for this one. If you guys enjoyed the video and you haven't liked the game so far, hit that like button. Do appreciate that. Hit the subscribe button if you guys have not already. Comment down below what you guys thought of this one. Twitter is going to be down below. Follow up and we'll be tweeting at you guys. Don't worry about that. And like I said, comment down below. What's your expectations for this 4-game set against the Tampa Bay Rays? You think we're going to split? You think we're going to lose it? You think we're going to go up 3-1? Do you think we're going to sweep it? What do you guys think? And we'll talk to you guys, tomorrow night, Leafs edition, as Tampa Bay Lightning are in town. Leafs looking to clinch a playoff spot and knock out the Tampa Bay Lightning. And the Islanders, but really the Lightning. Man, do I want that. Man, do I want that. All right, and also Raptors edition Friday night as Miami is at the Air Canada Center. Raptors looking for 49 wins. That'll be a big one right there. That'll be a big, big win. And also, like we've been saying, Blue Jays edition tomorrow night. Blue Jays, Rays. We'll see you guys then.